Good morning, class. In today's 8th grade social studies U.S. history class, we will be talking about the Reconstruction period. The learning standard is 8.1c for New York State. Federal initiatives began during Reconstruction were challenged on many levels, leading to negative impacts on the lives of African Americans. What our learning objective today would be is that you'll be able to analyze the impacts of policies and practices of Southern government on African Americans by identifying Jim Crow laws, black codes, poll taxes that will be able to help you with questions on your upcoming exam. Questions I want you to think about during today's lesson is: how did the tensions impact societal norms and expectations for African Americans? What are the lasting legacies on Reconstruction even today? And how did the Reconstruction era lead to organizations of violence and hate? Lastly, how did Reconstruction era lack and hindrance of access to resources and rights mirror the experiences of African Americans and other minority groups in the field of education, medicine, and justice? Today, students, you would only need a pencil and something to write with. And as always, I need you to pay attention, be locked in. I'll be utilizing this PowerPoint and documents I have here. Just go over our normal expectations in class. When I say class, your response is yes, yes. 1 means sitting silently. 2 means you're standing up quietly. And 3 means you're transitioning to whatever mentioned task we are doing. So first question I have for you guys today is a class: what do you guys know about the Reconstruction period? All right, seeing as I don't see any hands raised, Reconstruction period began after Abraham Lincoln was assassinated on April 14th of 1865. A little bit after that point, the 13th Amendment was ratified, and that abolished slavery except as a form of punishment. Now, there is a fundamental difference between the approaches of people and government towards Reconstruction. When Lincoln was in charge, he aimed for a swift and relatively lenient reintegration of the southern states into the Union, and he would pardon Southerners who swore an oath of loyalty to the United States and accepted freedom of slaves. But after Lincoln was assassinated, Johnson's approach was a bit different. He provided opportunities for Confederate soldiers, sympathizers, and high-ranking officers to receive pardons for crimes against the Union. He didn't guarantee civil rights for African Americans either. Now, my question for you guys: how do you think the government should have handled the Reconstruction period? Well, one thing I can tell you is that it wasn't handled correctly. There's a few key terms that we'll go over during today's lesson. The assassination of Abraham Lincoln, as we mentioned, 13th Amendment being ratified, Reconstruction Acts, Jim Crow, President Johnson impeached, 14th Amendment, Ulysses S. Grant elected, 15th Amendment ratified, Freedmen Bureau abolished, Civil Rights Act of 1875, Rutherford B. Hayes elected. One of the activities I would like us to do as a class today is, once we go over the terms and everything for this, I would like us to build a timeline for the Reconstruction period that we can add the dates in to further show our understanding of it. I'll separate you guys into equal groups, and you guys will place these important events on the timeline. All right, now that we've done that as a class, what do you guys think? Was the Reconstruction period successful? What obstacles were faced? As we leave class today, I want you students to write down something you guys would have done differently than the U.S. government. And in terms for extensions, if you would like, choose a specific Southern government written or rendered practice and law and describe the legacy of that law in movements such as the Black Lives Matter movement, redlining, or the 100-man march in recent history. And for those of us that are struggling a bit, we're going to use a graphic organizer and, in your own words, describe Black codes, grandfather causes, poll taxes, literacy tests.